So we have to understand that for a person who is desiring to progress in spiritual life, the association of devotees is so important. In another instance, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was sent to the Gurukula of Shanda and Amarka, the two sons of Shukracharya, by Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu handed over his son Prahlad Maharaj when he was 5 years old under the tutelage of Shanda and Amarka, the sons of Shukracharya. Because Shukracharya was the head priest for all the Asuras, and Hiranyakashipu, he was the king of all the Asuras. So therefore, he sent his son to be taught under the guidance of the sons of Shukracharya himself. Now, in that Gurukula, Shanda and Amarka observed that Prahlad Maharaj is becoming a devotee of Vishnu. He is preaching to all his class friends. Whenever there is a recess, instead of going and playing, he will assemble all of them and start explaining the glories of Vishnu to them. He'll make them do Sankirtan. The Shanda and Amarka would teach all the students how to be diplomatic, how to earn money, how to control others, how to exploit others and take the maximum out of material nature. And after they would teach and they would go out of the class, Prahlad Maharaj would assemble all his friends and tell, please don't pay attention to what they say. The real thing is, we have to develop detachment from this world. We should not be attached to name, fame, money, all sense gratification. We should become devotees of Vishnu. So whatever Shanda and Amarka were teaching, it was being neutralized by Prahlad Maharaj. So this Shanda and Amarka thought, this is not good, because Hiranyakashipu is a great enemy of Vishnu. If he comes to know, that's all. First thing he will do is remove our heads. So better we only go and tell him what is happening. So they went and told Hiranyakashipu, see, like this, your son is becoming a devotee of Vishnu. We have been very careful. We have tried to avoid his coming in touch with any devotees of Vishnu. And we have been teaching him, we have never spoken about Vishnu. We have always been teaching him all the Asuric principles, how to become a good Asura, how to exploit people, how to control others, how to rule over, how to dominate others. This is what we have been teaching. But he has become something else. So he, Hiranyakashipu questioned Prahlad Maharaj. And when Hiranyakashipu questioned Prahlad Maharaj started preaching to him, to Hiranyakashipu, to become a devotee of Vishnu. Now, Hiranyakashipu got very upset. He called Shanda and Amarka and said, what is this? He is talking really totally something else. He started preaching to me itself. What have you guys done? They said, no. We have been so careful not to allow any Devata or any devotee of Vishnu to come in touch with Prahlad. He has never come in touch with anybody other than Asuras. So we don't know from where he has developed this devotion to Vishnu. So then Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, why did you become devotee of Vishnu when there is nobody is teaching you to become devotee of Vishnu? You are not in touch with any devotees of Vishnu, any of the Devatas. They have not infiltrated the school and tried to, during the independence time, there would be many people who would go underground and write many poems, and they would, in a clandestine manner, they would distribute these pamphlets, exhorting the people to fight for independence and all that. So nobody has clandestinely like that come and preached to you and made you a devotee also. So how did you become a devotee of Vishnu? To which Prahlad Maharaj replied, Naisham matis tavadurukramangrim sprisartyana anarthapagamo yadarthaha. He said that it is Naisham matihi, our intelligence, our mind, Naisham matis tavad urukramangrim, it can never become devoted to the lotus feet of Urukrama. Urukrama means Vishnu, who performs wonderful superhuman activities. to become attached to the lotus feet of Vishnu, like I have become a devotee of Vishnu, it is not possible. It is not possible to come in touch with the lotus feet of Vishnu. If anybody comes in touch, if one has the great fortune of coming in touch with the lotus feet of Vishnu, sprishatya anarthapagamo yadarthaha. The result will be anartha apagamaha. All the anarthas in the heart will get destroyed. Kama, krodha, lobha, mada, moha, matsarya, all these things will go out of the heart. But it is not easy to develop that connection with the lotus feet of Vishnu. Mahiyasam padarajobhishekam nishkinchananam na vrinita yavat. Until and unless one has received the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee of Vishnu. So unknown to Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj had received the blessings of Narada Muni, and that is how he became a great devotee. When Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of his mother Kayadhu, and Hiranyakashipu was deep in meditation upon Lord Brahma to receive benediction to become immortal, at that time, Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of his mother Kayadhu, and at that time, Narada Muni instructed Prahlad Maharaj who was within the womb of Kayadhu, and that's how he became a pure devotee. Hiranyakashipu did not know this, and therefore, Prahlad Maharaj said, until and unless one has received the dust from the lotus feet of a pure devotee, meaning until and unless one has taken to heart the instructions of a pure devotee of Krishna, one cannot develop that attachment to the lotus feet of Urukrama, Vishnu. Therefore, a Vaishnava always seeks the association of other Vaishnavas, because by such association, one's attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna becomes stronger and stronger. If we have to remain steadfast, if we have to remain determinedly attached to the bhakti process, if one has to firmly be situated on the path of bhakti until we reach the final goal of developing Krishna prema, then it is not possible without constant association of a pure devotee.